What's up, gamers, and gamers? My name is Walkup John, and welcome to the year 2020, and welcome back to Guilty Parade. Last time, basically, we are a person that has amnesia, probably a spy or not, who knows, and we're trying to figure out what's going on, and these guys are pretty much capturing, questioning us, are we a spy or not? So, yeah, so let's get to it, shall we?
Enough! I will deal with this from here.
When he approached, the soldiers humbly made way for him. Seemed like he was in charge there, and actually, he looked much older than the rest. The man came right up to me, almost touching my knees with his. My knees with his. Okay, and sternly looked down at me. Then he leaned towards me, roughly grabbing me on my chin and started turning my face from one side to another. I wanted to try and free myself from his grip, but he wouldn't let me.
Amnesia, you say? Interesting.
He was mumbling those words under his breath. I wouldn't hear them if he wasn't so disturbingly close. The man was examining me from all sides for a while longer. I could not understand what could possibly catch his interest in a completely common face. At the very same moment, I understood that I myself did not remember what I looked like. Perhaps there was something unusual about my appearance. Soon, he straightened and stepped back.
Do not look at me with such a menacing gaze. I was just trying to understand whether I saw you before or not.
I said nothing, but the unpleasant feeling of my own helplessness continued to tear me apart on the inside.
My name is Ulrich Wagner. I am not sure, but does this name tell you anything?
Dots.
Well, judging from your reaction, it means absolutely nothing to you. I am the commander of this unit. First of all, I would like to clarify some things to understand whether you can be trusted. What is your favorite meal?
Oh, is it a choice? Stay silent. I don't remember. I'll go with I don't remember. I don't remember. I don't remember.
Well, in that case, perhaps you will be able to answer the next question. 7 times 8?
7 times 8. Okay. Is it time? Is it time? Oh, man. 56. 56. 56?
Not bad. That means you still have a core knowledge. Do you know anything about your parents?
I shook my head.
The date of birth?
No, I don't remember that either.
If so, then share the memories you can remember.
His voice became soft and quiet. That allowed me to calm down a bit and bring myself to speak frankly. The only thing I remember is waking up here from ice water. I stopped my gaze at Oliver, who smiled at me encouragingly.
That means you do not understand what is going on at all. Is that right?
I nodded.
And do you have any idea that there is a war going on?
I shook my head. Ulrich Wagner started brooding over something while looking at me. Everyone kept quiet for some time. The nameless soldier broke the silence.
Commander, do you really believe him?
And why should I not?
But he is not from our unit, and he couldn't be sent to us from another one without a report from superior officials.
But we cannot disbelieve him either, can we?
He wears our uniform, which means he is our ally. Is that not what you were taught during the training? We cannot kill him without finding out who he is and where he comes from.
What about his amnesia? Doesn't it seem suspicious to you?
It is undoubtedly strange, but do not forget that we are at war. Anything could happen here. Or this could be just a side effect from shock.
I felt triumphant. At least no one was gonna kill me yet, which meant I still had time to learn more about myself, or perhaps I can get my memory back?
Very well. It is time to end this. We had better things to do. Woof! Oliver, untie him.
Commander softly pointed in my direction and turned away. Ruff, together with Oliver, obeyed the order without much enthusiasm.
Now, Nemo, will come with me. I will need to call somebody and we will decide what to do with him. And in 1 hour, you, Oliver, come visit me at my office. From that moment forth, you will be taking care of this lad.
Yes, sir. Despite his clumsy look and body, Oliver straightened up and lively put his hands to his uncovered head to take the salute. I stood up from my chair. My legs got sorely weak, and my whole body was shaking and shivering from the ice water that was poured over me. Commander left that suffocating room, and I hurried to catch up with him with all the strength I had left, if he wasn't the only person in the world who was ready to provide his support. When the door almost closed behind me, I looked over my shoulder. My eyes met the lifeless and absolutely black eyes of the soldier whose name was still a mystery to me. Oh, he squinted his eyes at me. White transition. Oh, this is pretty nice. What does that say? Tolol Grey Wee? I don't know what that says. Ulrich Wagner's office was crammed with books, quills, paper, covered with writing and piles of the document. A big and evidently expensive globe caught my attention. As strange as it is, I knew the world structures quite well. I could count, write, and read, but the memory about myself was still absolutely blank. It was good, if not for the perplexity. Who was I in the unknown but theoretical familiar world? What did I have to do, and did I even need it to? Ulrich Wagner carefully closed the front door, and he was also carefully but intensely eyeing me while I was looking around his office.
Do not be alarmed. Come on in and take a seat here.
He pointed at the armchair near the heavy oak table, at which he sat himself, but I rejected his offer and continued standing next to the front door.
Do not be afraid. Come closer. You and I need to talk some more. You do not need to be afraid of me. I believe you, and I know you are not lying.
I furrowed my brow and hid my hands behind my back.
How do you know that? Have we met each other before? Well, I would not say that, but simply believe my words, just like I believed in your amnesia.
I didn't reply. Wagner didn't say a word either, awaiting my reaction.
So, are you gonna call me some high authorities to decide what to do with me? There is no reason to do that for now.
He noticed my confusion and quickly added,
I will call them later. First, I would like to talk to you about something.
I remained silent.
Should I call you Nemo, or do you remember your name?
I shook my head.
Well then, Nemo, what about your parents? Do you remember anything about them?
I tried thinking about it that once again, but my attempt yielded no result.
Very well, let us leave that aside. I want to offer you something. I think this deal will be beneficial for you.
He looked daggers at me, but didn't move a muscle.
I haven't the slightest idea what's going on in the world, so I can't imagine how I can be of any good to you. Excuse me.
He looked at my puzzled face inside.
There is a war going on. Humankind has almost outlived itself. A new era is approaching, but not everyone wants this new era to come. That is what caused the conflict, which developed into a clash of arms of two sides. The squad under my command is a special one, many of them talented and skilled fighters, but I, the commander, still do not know everything about them. I need your help. Even though these fellows are quite promising, they are still extremely inexperienced in battle. They start quarrels over trifling matters. You have witnessed that yourself just recently. This means those four were from your squad? Exactly, I would like you to join them as well. And what will I need to do? Observe. Observe? Just observe and that's it? And report to me. It feels like it wasn't happening to me, like I was just a spectator watching everything from the sidelines. Wagner offers sounded ridiculous, stupid, and extremely irrational. I, an absolutely lost person with no memories, had to take part in some weird plot. Why me? Why wouldn't you choose someone more appropriate for this role? Well, you see, Nemo, we are at war. It is really hard to trust anyone in these conditions, as you never know the true intentions of people around you. We are surrounded by enemies while you are completely clear. Like a blank sheet of paper, there is no need for you to betray me. What if my amnesia is a lie? Oh no, that is an absolute truth. I was kind to you, so please show some graciousness as well. I remained silent. It was hard for me to answer because once I agreed, I would completely lose the freedom of choice and the chance to be sincere. Did I have any freedom left though? After all, I was standing in a completely unknown world alone without knowing where is the truth and that I would like to find it for myself. What will I get in return if I agree? Wagner looked at me with a satisfied expression on his face and put the tips of his fingers together. I liked your business-like attitude in this matter. Well, I can guarantee my protection and quick promotion in other ranks. I don't even know if I can actually need that. Soon enough you will understand that you will never be able to have any other whatever. Alright, you can either be among those who will perish on the battlefield, not other fate awaits common privates, or you will be among the top level officials, all relatively safe. It is your choice, but I think it is quite an obvious one. Do not feel I am forcing you. You will soon understand that yourself. Oh, I get a choice. Accept, refuse. Damn. That's a good question. I don't know. You know what? Let's go accepting. Let's try it. Perhaps Wagner was right. Everything I knew about the war was that it is endless bloodshed. I didn't want to die too soon, not until I found out who I was. Yeah, exactly, I want to know who the hell I am before I go. Alright. At the first glance, his mission seemed extremely easy, while I could get great benefits from this partnership. Okay, I agree to your conditions. Well done, I knew you would make the right choice. Wagner stood up from his seat, walked around the table, and patted me on the head. Nemo, trust me, I am not on your side, and I wish you no harm. I need an ally, and I hoped you would be committed to this small mission. I did not share his optimism. What exactly will I need to do? Watch them and talk to them. They should have secrets I do not know of yet. Anything you manage to find, you should report to me. I will call you over myself when the time is right. I nodded. Not only did I have suspicious amnesia from the moment, I was also a real spy of all things. The short silence inside the office was interrupted by a loud knock on the door. That must be Oliver. I called him over earlier. By the way, I will have another small task for you, but we will talk about that later. For now, you should go and meet up your new comrades.
He pushed me aside on my back towards the front door and opened it. Standing behind the door was indeed smiling Oliver.
Oliver, Nemo is one of us now. Take care of him and make sure he has everything he needs. I will soon get the information on him, so please be kind to him. There's no need for extra suspicions.
Wagner drew Oliver aside and told him something quietly. I was all looking right in front of me and I couldn't see anything. It seemed like life among strangers in a wild and bitter world was just about to start. I was not ready for that, but I knew that I would do everything I could to find the the yet unknown truth in myself.
White transition.
With heavy thoughts, I made a step towards the start of a new life. Cutscenes? Oh, it's the intro. Guilty Parade. Elias Hans, Doris Oliver, Helga Rufus, Aldrich Wagner. What was at the end of the game? Wolfgang, Tom, Sam. Oh, that's nice. Together with Oliver, we went downstairs to find the ground floors. You know what? I think I'm going to leave it off right here for right now. Thank you guys for tuning in of this episode of Guilty Parade. Just tune find until next time until we're going to see what we're going to do and talk to which comrades. All right. So without further ado, I hope you guys have a good night, good evening, good morning from wherever from. So peace out and sayonara. Bye-bye.